So Dana brought me this lovely little push mower for repair, and first thing I noticed is this air filter is absolutely in bad shape. Now these can be rinsed out periodically throughout the season. If you pull these foam ones out, pour a little Dawn dish soap or whatever your flavor is. I like Dawn. Dawn's my go-to soap. Dawn, if you want to send me a bunch of lifetime supplies of Dawn dish soap, you can do so. I also like their, I can see they're involved with Cascade dishwasher pods as well. I'm not being paid for that, but I'll tell you what works for me and what I like. This is not good for any unit. It doesn't matter if it's car, motorcycle, four-wheeler, lawnmower, whatever it is. That makes this unit work harder than it has to, number one, but it will kill it. It's just like if you and I don't have clean air to breathe, you know, or there's something wrong with our body, it's a little bit harder for us to operate. Same thing goes for anything that has an engine that has to breathe like this, or an air filter in it, just like your houses with air conditioning, etc. You want to make sure that this is as clean as possible so they get the best efficiency out of it, number one, but you're not laboring this machinery. So I'm not sure if this runs yet because I was told it just doesn't run. So let's just pop some chooch juice in it. If I can find some chooch juice. I just got home from my regular routine. We're going to use a little car cleaner in this. And yes, I have the door shut, so I asphyxiate myself. So it starts. That's a good sign. We'll read the note. I guess we'll read the note now. No note, but I think she just said it wasn't running. So maybe dirty carburetor, bad gas. We'll get this fixed up yet tonight. And oil doesn't look terrible, but for whatever reason, it does have a little tinge of gasoline in it. And in a minute here, I'm going to bring in some dash cameras. That could just be leftover. Oh boy. There is no oil on that. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Dipstick in the hole, and I mean past the point of no return, and there is absolutely no oil on that. So it was close to death, and the reason that it had no oil in it probably was because it was all burning in that air filter. So clean your air filters for good gravy's sake. You know, do your machine a little bit of service there. So we'll get you straightened out. Review time. Hot in the box. Ow, it's hot. Straight out of China. Right from Scamazon. Ow, don't cut yourself. That's some way to open box. Listen, I see those videos out there with those people running around in sandals, doing crazy stuff. I ordered 2 of these. Straight from China, so they can track me, right? This is a dash cam with dual cameras. Supposedly has 8K Ultra HD, which I imagine is not actually what it really is, but straight out of China, made in China, 24-hour power cam mode, and it was rated really well on Scamazon, so I mean, it has to be phenomenally good. I mean, anybody who wants to read the back there, I guess. I don't know how to turn subtitles on this thing, but this is what it says. High definition. 3.16-inch HD display, wide angle lens, loop recording, G sensor lock, audio recording. So, I've very limited experience with certain products. This was an Alcam, and I thought this was going to be a really cool item, and it probably would have been, but these guys really suck. They Wi-Fi direct Wi-Fi only, and this thing was just terrible to operate and to use, and that's where it goes in the box of crap. And when I wanted to go ahead and reset it, I had to call them directly. They made me subscribe for a month because it's an LTE service. Even though I just wanted to use the Wi or the direct Wi-Fi, I ended up upgrading the cell phone because it's originally what they told me I needed to do is I needed to upgrade my cell phone, and that didn't work either. So thanks, Owl Camera. They have like Owl Nest Camera too or something. Some other crap. The company's been bought out and sold a couple times. And it was expensive. It was like it's like $300, I think. These were like, I don't know, $150 a piece or something like that. So cheap Chinese GoPro. I mean, you could probably buy a GoPro, you know, on Facebook and do the same thing, but you know, they have a wiring kit, so I thought, you know, wiring kit, cigarette plug, you know, and a little mount. We can probably turn it on here while we're videotaping or video recording, because it's not taping anymore because it's, you know, it's digital now, so it's just video recording. And maybe this is all in the Matrix anyways, and everything's just a dream. And let me pause this a minute, find a USB-C cord. Wandered out to the vehicle so welcome. I guess I had it upside down. At least it's in English right out of the box. So SD card's not inserted. They do give you a small SD card, 32 gigs. Don't go over budget there. Definitely a no name, no brand SD card. So I'll probably end up putting a larger card in it. I think it can hold up to 512 gigs if I remember. And we'll have to look at some of the specs as far as like you know what, let's turn the shop light out here. We'll turn the shop light out here too. So must have an internal battery. No, maybe not. So if it loses power, because it's not holding anything. So I'd imagine that's going to drain your car battery. Has a wireless feature here of some sort or another. You know, I'm a guy. We don't read instructions. So it's not a touch screen, I guess. Thought it was a touch screen. Or is it just that there's the plastic maybe is... Nope, no touch screen in the back of that. Oh, so the functions are right there. This is almost as bad as the backup camera I bought from China. Well, we're interested in the parking mode. Oh, so they want the accessory power. So, I don't know what that is. File, playback, and Wi-Fi. So they want you to hook it up to your Wi-Fi, which I'm a little hesitant to. And let's just see. So it will continue recording in a loop, and yep, that's about it. So not really a whole lot to that. It's a dual lens, but there's no rear camera to that. So it is just a front forward looking unit, and that wasn't really what I was looking for. So that is unfortunate. I do not see any camera anywhere else on that, so I might actually end up sending this back. We'll try it for a few days, at least one of them. I bought two, and go from there. It's only Tuesday. Oh, look. And then yeah, so it doesn't record audio right out of the gate. I don't know what that means. Yep. All right. Happy Tuesday. Oh, I guess if I would look through the son of a biscuit. Guess if I would look through the rest of the box. Now I gotta stitch one video together. Biscuits. There was a rear-facing camera, but you gotta plug it in. And you gotta run it. So we'll do that in the pickup truck because it's a little bit easier to mess with. And then we'll look at the squeak monox at a later point. I got you all situated. If you lean this mower over, you always want to lean it towards the exhaust side. Now we got a new blade on there. Take you down sideways, I guess. Even though the date will wear off on that, I wrote it in a couple other places, but well, that's that, and then same thing with air filter. And take that out every once in a while and rinse it out in the sink. And we got some fresh oil in there. And does appear this wheel may be stripped out. I can take a look at it, but yeah, it's probably not. It still drives. So, but that's why that wheel's running, is because this wheel stripped out for whatever reason. I mean, they're made out of plastic, that's why. But it happens, you know. These front wheel drive ones aren't as good as the rear wheel drive ones, in my opinion. These decks rot out. And unfortunately, as time goes on here, these are getting cheaper and cheaper to make, but more expensive to buy. Go figure. Maybe at some point in time, they'll change that and reverse that around. Happy mowing. I don't know why, but you're missing a whole gear on this side. So there should be a gear in here. So I'm going to say that in my expert opinion, that was most likely not there to begin with. Inside of the wheel looks great, but that is bizarre. Like I said, you can see that wheel really hasn't been traveling, and if you look at the other wheel, you can see the other wheel's worn. That's the first time I've seen that. Like I said, and there should be a washer on the outside too, so maybe somebody did have that apart at some point. Not sure where you picked this guy up at, but if you bought it new, say somebody didn't assemble it correctly. If you bought it used, someone removed that gear for whatever reason, but it'll mow.